Good afternoon or good morning to some of you. Thank you very much for you participating to the second of the CCET webinar series. My name is Ran Yagasa, a policy researcher at the IGES Centre Collaborating with UNEP on Environmental Technologies, which is a unit within IGES, the Institute for Global Environmental Strategies. And today we are going to have a luncheon seminar on biogas application in Sri Lanka, inviting Mr. Chathura Welivitiya, chairman of the Human and Environment Linked Progressive Organization, or HELP-O for short. It's a non-governmental organization in Galle, Sri Lanka. And originally, we planned this seminar as an in-house seminar only within IGES, but since the application of biogas is of interest to many of the waste management professionals in developing countries, we decided to also make this as a webinar. So there are a couple of people who are joining through webinar platform today. And thank you very much all for joining through different countries. And before welcoming our speakers, I would like to take a few moments to remind all certain rules and dynamics during the webinar. So microphones will be muted to avoid background noise from interfering the session. Also, as some of us are participating from areas where internet has narrow bandwidth, we are deactivating the camera of each participant to reduce the burden on the line. And so there's going to be around 20 minutes, 30 minutes presentation for we would like this seminar to be interactive, and so please feel free to, at home, direct any questions and comments. And with that, now I'd like to pass microphone to Kumara, Program Manager at the CCET, to introduce Mr. Chathura.
Okay, thank you, Yagasa, and also thank you for everybody coming to CCET in-house seminar about biogas. My role is to introduce our speaker today, Mr. Chathura Welivitiya. Actually, he is an environmentalist and also the community leader working on the environmental issues in one of the city called Galle in the southern part of Sri Lanka. So their organizations have two phases. Like one is we call non-government organization. At the same time, they're working on the micro enterprise activities. Today, we would like to share with us about his experience in practicing biogas, bioenergy, low cost and simple technology, and then see how and we maximize the operate for the biogas generation. In different scales, he will maybe discuss at the domestic and also some community and the private sector. He received a couple of awards for these activities. One is famous one is IGES Memorial Award from the UN Habitat, and also Earth Care Award from the Indian Climate Change Mitigation and Adaptation. So I'm very, very happy to welcome Mr. Chathura today, and I will pass my microphone to Mr. Chathura to make his presentation. So, Mr. Chathura.
Thank you, Kumara-san, Dr. Kumara. Especially, thank you. We are invited to give my presentation, CCTV in-house, and especially IGES. Dear destination guests and ladies and gentlemen, first of all, I would like to thank to all who invited to me to participate as a Chathura Welivitiya chairman. Executive helper I totally believe that is one of the significant movements to share our knowledge, experience. Also, is a good platform to discuss about the sustainability in various ways. Uh, and today, my presentation application of biogas for the municipal solid waste management in Sri Lanka. Contains what is the solid waste, biological waste, and the open dumping, introduction to the municipal solid waste management in Sri Lanka, issues of the biological waste and open dumping, major opinion of managing biological waste, our pilot project and experience, the way we used our biogas technology, opportunities, achievements. So, what is the solid waste? I not they explain to so many times is solid waste because everybody know the solid waste situation, but solid waste is not limited. Uh, Not limited the garbage use. You can follow up the garbage many items, plastic, polythene, cardboard, textile waste, paper waste. Especially I explain to I think the biogas, especially organic system. In system in our Sri Lanka composition is the waste management. Uh, hazardous disposal of the solid waste accessible to the various environmental and social, economic use further. It is well known fact that with the waste generation has been increased due to the development and population growth and repeat urbanization, migration and accompanying changing in the consumption pattern and the in translation. Biological waste and open dumping. You know the situation in Sri Lanka is same dumping. The pattern is what is the open dumping? You can understand every Asian country is same situation. Introduction to the municipal solid waste management in Sri Lanka, the disposal of the solid waste in priority environmental issues in Sri Lanka. At present, it has become a national concern. Unable to solid waste disposal has been identified to be of the major case of the environmental litigation in the National Action Plan of Sri Lanka. The most common method municipal solid waste disposal still remain to be open dumping. 85% municipal domestic solid waste management product in the Sri Lankan consists of the organic waste, including the food and garden waste. The balance 50%, 20% consists paper, plastic, glass, materials, and other inorganic materials. Municipal solid waste management in Sri Lanka has high concern organic matter, moderate content of plastic and paper, low content of metal and glasses. It has a high moisture content, 17-18% on wet mass basis, low calorific value, about 600 per 1000 kg. You can understand the situation in Sri Lanka is especially the local authority collects less than 2 tons of waste per day, and 24 of the household in southern province in Sri Lanka have accessible waste collection system. There are many solid waste projects conducted under the guideline, the Waste Management Authority, especially of southern province, western province in Sri Lanka, such as large-scale composition project, electric generation by waste, large-scale landfill. This is Sri Lankan map, and the waste collection map in Sri Lanka. The biological able waste and open dumping, the situation, what the issues, project Earth, health, safety. Biological waste and open dumping will create public health and safety issues, climate issues, and environmental pollution. You can understand the similar cases to the problem. But I want to explain that Sri Lanka have two major options of managing biological waste, including the composting and biogas generation. The composting in municipal solid waste management will help to decrease the considerable amount of the waste that must be sent into final landfilling. Partly composting is free from methane generation, easy to handle, can be storage for the long time. It was wide various of use the agriculture. It also improve solid structure, axiarian and moisture control of soil. With the composition with the chemical facilities, compost will increase the agriculture production rate. Today, I explain to express the biogas system, the biogas generation. In Sri Lanka, there are 3 types of biogas unit. The building technical, that is the China, the India, internal. Currently, they operate in small scale in biogas and deduct the experience request to build large scale biogas unit. At present, it beginning construction on small scale biogas unit of the domestic, industrial and community sector. The construction of the biogas unit more than composition in useful. Methane burn 100%, producted energy, organic fertilizer, and we can build a large scale biogas unit if we can go to the generating the power. Sustainable waste management has accepted that the concept of the biogas is more applicable in the domestic, industrial and community sector. The methane production of the different products, the cow dung, 54%, the pig dung, 57%. You can show, and especially the human waste is 16%. In the biogas unit, the cross section the biogas plant, biogas plant in cross section. This is the inlet. You can this is the methane emission CH4 at the area. This is solid. In under the solid is the new one. In the recyclable is that side. After the fertilizer come to the outlet, and this is a filter. You can see the one filter, but we can we product the 3 or 5 filters. In filters including the sand and activate carbon and SSR. I want to explain other one. Our pilot project and experience. The HELPO has enough experience about the biogas unit. In 2000, the third large hospital of Sri Lanka has been faced to the critical problem, that waste problem. The municipal council and hospital authorities didn't have sustainable solution for the waste problem. On that time, they have closed some work because of this problem. You can see the hospital, the biogas pictures and burners. Of that time, HELPO introduced the sustainable solution for this waste problem. That is the biogas unit. The capacity of the biogas unit in 35 cubic meters. that can dump 500 kg waste per day to the biogas unit. From the biogas unit can provide the biogas for the kitchen of the Karapitiya Teaching Hospital. This is the first biogas unit that we constructed, and the hospital has started the cultivation from the organic fertilizer, which get from biogas unit. Hospital authority could able to reduce the money that the expended to the LP gas. The organization also distribute dustbin and conducted many awareness programs for motivate the hospital staff. Also, we have provided technical program for how to implement this in a correct way. For this program, we got the support from USAEP and Asia Foundation. After several years later, we have introduced the new concept that the community biogas program. When program start date, the total waste collection was 50 tons, and municipal council didn't have proper plan to dump the waste. Because of that, toward this program, we conducted 9 biogas units in the Galle municipal area. We implemented this program with the grassroots level community. After the tsunami, we have formed people movement. We have the responsibilities for this village, the people, people's movement. The construct the biogas unit community has been donated the land. Also, they measure the process. The leaders of the village have been chosen the beneficiary. We introduced the new technical for the collect the waste that this tricycle that worker also choice in the by the grassroots level leaders. Also, they collect daily allowances for the collection the waste daily. We use the Chinese biogas unit, and we have developed some items of the biogas unit. We have enough technical knowledge to implement the biogas unit for this movement. All biogas are working properly. The success of the program is the strategy. We have followed the technical knowledge. As a result of this success of the program, we get the many requests for construction the biogas unit in various places of the country. Finally, Sri Lanka have 2 major options for managing biological waste, including the composition and biogas. According to our experience, option of biogas is very suitable option with the solid waste management. The way we use our biogas technology, we are able to provide our service for Sri Lanka, that is the construction the biogas unit, help or was donated by domestic, industrial and community sector, for example. Done by. And addition, we introduce the biological energy feed concept. This we involve the discharge of all of the discharge of domestic wastewater, domestic waste, food and vegetable and toilet waste into the single pit. As separate toilet is not requested. This always for methane composition of biogas and organic liquid fertilizer, and refining by the filtration unit provide the necessary water for the plantation needs. The biological energy feed can be implemented in 2 ways, but the same process operates in the 2 ways. Domestic energy feed, industrial energy feed. In the biological energy feed, any organic waste has the ability to product the biogas, human waste, animal waste, fruit and vegetable waste, waste water, meat waste, dairy factory waste, and etc. I explain to some case study domestic level. My name is Mr. Temia. I am engineer. My wife is teacher. I live with my wife, 2 sons. My land was located near the gold town. I want to build new house. I have not enough space in my land. I had to face the difficulties of giving the municipality vehicle to the garbage. Because of that, my wife and myself are working in government job. Also, we are not waiting in the home daytime. I want to introduce the biogas unit in building plan. Therefore, I discussed with my home planner and helper consultant. Then they planned to build new domestic energy pit. Because domestic energy pit means the biogas unit. Without toilet pit for my homeland, I got many benefits. They are free biogas energy, reduce my daily waste water. I could save the money because of that, not need to remove the toilet sewerage. I could save the money and land space because of that, not need to build new toilet pit, organic fertilizer, and I could get the urban agriculture. I could get safety food and good healthy, increasing the beauty of my land. Diseases is pending. This is of my fly and mosquitoes. This is my home. This is you can the home in front of, in behind the biogas plant, in inlet in this near the kitchen. In kitchen, in side have to the waste basin. In two is with the soap and normal tanks. This is the sulfur filter tanks. The cost of my biogas units, I have 6 cubic meter biogas unit. The cost of the biogas unit of the purpose of the follow. This the amount gas cylinder. This calculation is we have to the saving money for month, for year, like that. According to the Sri Lankan context, biogas construction cost is 1,100. This you can see the nearly recover the cost is within the 3 years. After the 3 years, can get the profit, and mainly mention that we cannot measure environmental benefit. The recommendation, our client recommended this concept of his friends. Introduce this concept for the building planner and engineers. Before the building approval by aware people on building new houses, they will be able to build energy pit with our toilet pit. The municipal council can introduce co-fund because the municipal council does not want to remove the toilet waste and other organic waste. The case study of the community biogas and waste material collect in the Samagivatta are from the biogas unit in the area. It products biogas house producing 5 and 6 homes. The biogas unit is managed by the community itself. We also provide tricycle with the trailer for that purpose. One worker has collected waste in the village. The 500 was collected from house where gas was obtained, and the amount was credited to the village society. They have to pay the month. Yeah? By this, society maintain the worker and biogas unit. Free biogas is provided to the landowner who constructed. The positive impact. The worker up of time change and gas user also try to take more gas into their work. There is a fight between garbage collector because the other biogas unit also come to collect the waste. Some villages do not like give the waste because of that they also offer garbage without any biogas. It seems that the behavior of the villagers in the village waste has become a resource. Good demand for the garbage and market situation. Increasing demand of the organic fertilizer for urban agriculture. Negative impact. Cannot get the definitive measure of the amount of biogas in one household. Negative, the owner of the house cannot build a biogas unit in public place. Lack of contribution of the municipal council. Recommendation. At the meter, because of that, it can be measure the amount of the gas. The determine a reasonable price of the unit. If the municipal council provide their invention and waste collection and disposal, this process will be sustainable. The provide knowledge get the access urban agriculture, refined to the quality of fertilizer. This is you can see the biogas unit, this community biogas. This is urban agriculture, the use in energy. The community biogas unit, I explained to you. This you can see if the one houses up to one plant, we are distribute in 4 houses the gas. This is same. The case study of the industrial biogas. I chose the example, the one of the factory, the Evergreen tea factory, which was very beautiful, wanted to build the biogas unit. If employers staff 500 people, they are face many difficulties. They are over following the toilet, bad smell, diseases of the fly and mosquitoes. Labor do not like to work with smell and all days complain. This all things damage their factory name and the environment. They come to our company for this purpose, and our engineer recommended to the build 35 biogas unit. After the construction of the biogas, we constructed anaerobic plant also. No smell, more visitors come and visit their biogas unit because of that they maintain its probably. They are use energy and save the money. It helps the factory management. They maintain the clear and suitable environment of the factory. They have started organic agriculture. Now that food use the cooking purpose. It's the factory. We had worked so many. This Sri Lankan airline, the Sri Lankan airline area. This mass holding Poggala in the large the factory group, Unichala mass holding in Sri Lanka, textile. This is youth center is Colombo. This Hill Garden Tea Factory, the Baddegama, is and Kalpitiya Navy Camp. This is, I explained to the Evergreen Tea Factory. The picture is this. These others, the Pontera brand, Lanka Private Limited, have two the pictures. Our biogas technology to Cambodia, we had worked previous time is Cambodia 7 years ago. This is the picture. This picture we are started the precast system and the domestic the fiber the pilot program. This pictures is Cambodia. This is our leaflets because we are introduced how to maintain and the some benefit is information. The what newspaper the say about the biogas. This is Sri Lanka, the major newspaper nation. The one page is displayed. The gold revolution. This same another newspaper. The media conference about the biogas unit. Some media institute visited our area. This is a conducted program about the biogas and maintain. How to maintain? We are training, give the training and supervising. This is the biogas technical awareness program. The opportunities. The methane is stored the carbon. You can you know about it. That is the methane in and the one methane that 16 carbon the like. According to our research, we have found that we currently burn 1 ton of methane daily from the biogas unit in Sri Lanka. So we had research the last year with UNDP and Runu University. I have recording the 1 ton per day. We are burning in Sri Lanka. The people burning the methane. According to methane, burning is a valuable service. For biogas technology between waste 50-100 ton is a request to the travel to high technology, and we can product electricity because our technology is a little bit you all. I think we need to introduce the latest technology. Introduction to free cost into the market. People will be able to get them toward the market. When we build to biogas unit, we have increased the value of the biogas unit to produce them at business level, such as economic benefit, environmental benefit, and social benefit. This enable us to create the competition between the institution of the construction, the biogas unit. The achievement in the city of Galle, it received the prestigious international Earth Care Award 2012 in recognize it is dedication to reduce the methane gas emission in the city of Galle. Helpo, with our experience, we were able to product Helpo Eco Green Company. If you can, the reference is our link. Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you, Chathura. Very impressive presentation. So actually, I like the way you share the benefit, talking about the one of the story of the one family. The way your presentation, I like that the presentation. But I have a couple of questions. But I want first ask the audience within the Hayama, if you have any 1-2 questions, and then we can also ask 1 or 2 questions from our webinar participants is still there in the line. So first, shall we give the audience in the Hayama? So anyone who have any clarifications or questions? I know that Chathura is not a very scientific kind of a background. He is coming from more community level, community development. Yes, please.
Yeah, it's quite interesting about your experience in Sri Lanka, how to bring the community. But as also you already mentioned in your slide that there is a conflict between some collector of waste to the operator of biogas, and also from the household that give the gas to the operator of biogas, because then they don't receive any benefit for giving the waste to the operator of biogas. So how do you think about this social problem and how to solve this one? Because we almost have a similar problem in our one of the city that we are working now in Bandung. They also have like similar case in your case. Thank you very much.
So let me first get the 2 questions. Another one. Yes, please.
Thank you very much. I think it was a very nice presentation. Yeah, what I liked most in your presentation was at the end you always link this with the organic agriculture, urban agriculture. The main reason why I'm saying this is we did a similar case study about biogas. It was like tofu factory, waste from tofu factory, and produce the biogas, and biogas is sent to the community household by pipe. Somebody also used that energy for like some small businesses. And one of the difficulty we found was like the effluent from that is usually discharged directly, and no concept about fertilizer, use of fertilizer. And the main reason is the not only demand but also location, how you transport that fertilizer, because some houses don't have area for urban gardening. So I would like to know like why this is so successful in your case. And second thing is, it seems this biogas is very successful. But I couldn't get like what is the rate of success, how it is growing, or is stable, or what do you see in future? Thank you.
Okay, so then Chathura can answer first these 2 questions.
Yeah. The first question. Yeah. We have to face the big problem how to measure the gas level, because the one plant the distribute the 5 family. Normally the family they wake up 6 o'clock, 5 o'clock. Some because the gas distribute, they get the family, wake up 3 o'clock, maybe you sometime 4 o'clock, because before get our other family. But we have to face the big problem. After we are discussed, we went to the houses, and why not enough the gas, because not measure. Some family have to only two only, but they are the maker of the rice, you know, the lunch packet. After we introduced a small meter, but little bit high cost. Very difficult is the giving, you know, the donation. But we could example one time we are take it. Other one, you know, the manometer. You know, we are measure. My technical group have to the time and major and other, you know, the distribute gas line, the measure. A little bit difficult. We want to follow in any time, but actually is we get the solution. It's meter reading after they have to pay. Normally they have to pay in 500 rupees, 500 1 month. Now they want to pay meter level, but it's the case, the result is not, you know, the success. But who is the monitor? The problem is, because now is the monitoring is, you know, the society, the, you know, the cooperative society. Sometimes difficult, but I think my recommendation, maybe the municipality. I have to example in another project is, you know, Badovita, Dehiwala, Mount Lavinia. The same project we are introduced. After the municipality, the manage the gas line. And other one, Gampaha municipality Western province. They manage the municipality. One guy is good solution, because very difficult is the manage house to house without measure meter.
Can you answer the second one?
The
It credit the product.
Yeah. I have to so many experience. Is some, you know, this my area, the working, the volunteer. We gave the tricycle. The morning, collected the garbage. These areas not maintained the municipality, the community level, because they have to money. They get the collect the garbage. The some shop give the shop on, and evening time they are go to the business. You know, garbage bottle, the reuse. You know, Coca-Cola bottle, the PET bottle. One day I got the telephone call. The one lady gave the call, because we are introduced the label, our phone number, not the printing, biogas, fertilizer bottle prices. The ladies take a call. The guy is not coming our area. I want to contact with him. I asked why. I want to the fertilizer. I asked how much the bottle, 300 rupees. I think he's complained, but no, he's interesting. And you and my area, the fertilizer have to market, and actually not every places you are it's truth, but we have introduced the filter system. After filtering, the national standard, the limited discharges the water, BOD, COD, the national level. Sometime the environmental authority have checked it. Not the standard level, they have to complain.
I think I don't. I think you get the idea. But for me, I think two things. The total one is they set the meter and measure how much gas is generated, and then they distribute it to the families. The beginning, it's like equally they distributed, but the issue is some families have two house members, but another family have 10 house members. So later they discuss again and their community, and they decided to make a price. One like what is how much cost. So then whatever the family numbers, but whatever they use the gas had to pay to the pool of the community fund. So that is the way that they install that issue. But in your case, they have two ways. One is they collect the houses who don't have spaces to make more agriculture. They collect them from these houses and giving to the farmers differently. And in the other places, they actually not use the organic liquid fertilizer. It is they filter and go to the water.
Other one?
Because we have no time. And I think we have one or two questions from the webinars. So please, you can get that.
Okay, so we have a couple of questions from webinar participants as well. And one is from Riedo Panaligan. The question is, how do you size properly your biodigester given the heterogeneous nature of municipal organic waste? And we also have a couple of people who would like to speak out. But first, perhaps you can.
I can understand.
Okay, so how do you size properly? Size. How do you size properly the biodigester given the heterogeneous nature of municipal organic waste? The waste come in all different sizes. So how do you determine the proper scale?
Yeah, we are before the construction, we baseline survey. Some factory, how many produce the the waste, organic waste. Waste is 200, 100. I have to the guideline. Maybe 10 kilo, 10, 20, 8 ghanometer, like that. Maybe 150, 500, 22 cubic meters. Because we have to research, we have to experience, and like that. The requirement is garbage. How many we are introduced, use suitable this category, the plant. Understand?
Okay, so we also have a question from Hadi Andante. Let me open up the microphone for you. There you go.
Hello?
Hadi, can you hear me?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you loud and clear.
Okay. I have 3 short technical questions. The first one is that you mentioned there are 3 types of biogas techniques, China, Indian, and methanol. But for the non-biogas methanol, you use the Chinese.
Hadi, can you speak right into the microphone? We have a difficulty in the sound volume.
Okay, is this better?
A little closer.
Hello, is it better now?
Okay, let me control the audio volume of the conference room. Now it's better, yeah.
Okay. My question is, what are the most significant difference between the 3 techniques and why you choose the China one? And the second question is, what is the biggest capacity possible for the communal biogas plant? You mentioned 35 cubic meters, 6 cubic meters for individual ones. What is the biggest possible one? And the third one is that, are you collecting the biodegradable waste pre-sorted or post-sorted? So I'm asking the purity of the biodegradable waste, and how do you deal with impurity problems if there's any? Thank you.
Okay. The first question is the category, the China, India, and Sri Lanka tunnel. Actually, we are doing the China system. We are develop is China and Indian system as couple of, because I know the China, the Indian system outlet, you know, the outlet sector, the people can get the inside sometimes some cleaning. We want to use outlet the area. We want to you know, use the cleaning inside. Can explain, I know either Kumara-san. And other, the China system is the digester line. We can, if we need to go inside, maybe cleaning or repairing, we want to go the digester line inside. But the difference is the Indian system any time is you know, the digester is a little bit is small, outlet little bit very high. In Indian system, China system, digester very big, the outlet is small, and the China system is difference. You know, inlet and the inlet have to the pipe, the outlet have to the pipe, outlet and outlet pipe have to the outlet the tank. Now we are developing is China and Indian system is together the couple of. Next one. We are construction is a big one is 75 cubic meter. Yeah, 7. Because in the China system is not good is the large level, because gas pressure is nothing after the big one. Because we want to develop is other development scale without the Chinese system. The people with sometimes not the people is separation. We have to face in especially government, the hospital like that. The hospital is very critical the situation, because segregation. Because the hospital is staying not good mind the people, because there is a patient. But if have to case in Karapitiya, my first project, but we repairing after 10 years ago, we saw inside have to different kind items, plastic, polythene, glass, iron, so many items. But we can remove, after we can remove, after 10 years ago, we did remove, but sometimes not segregation, the gas production is very low, because not dilution inside.
I think that we already the time. I think I will stop maybe 1 o'clock. So we maybe stop here. I think that the mostly what to the presentation is something experience, it's not scientific or analysis where the technically this system is good or not. That is, we need more scientific and the technical analysis. But his presentation give us something like as a system, it's working in some of the communities and the local context in Sri Lanka. And maybe we have a lot of experience in our friends in here, Nepal, India, and also Indonesia, in China, in most of these countries also doing the similar systems. But CCT, what we're trying to do is to make kind of a series of guidelines where the waste management technologies can be applied. Not like incinerator kind of a very big technology, but at the same time, something simple, low-cost technologies like today's presentations. And we will see how CCT can develop these kind of a guidelines in more analytical or technical way. Then this kind of a community kind of works can be more highlighted, and their work is can be more appropriately acknowledged by the other groups. So I think in that sense, today's presentation is for us as a researchers very much helpful and also interesting. So I want to thank again Mr. Chathura to come to IGES and give a very good presentation. So and also the participants who joined from Hayama and also the webinar series. So give a big hands to Chathura. Thank you very much.